Hello and welcome to my Xbox and Me, episode 530. It is 530 this week, Despawn. Don't change it this time. I am one of your hosts, MC Fixer, alongside the one and only, it's Mr. Paul Despawn. How are you?
Hello! Still no kid. What the hell?
Still no kid, but very, very close.
Very, 3 days late. This noob is testing my patience.
The noob.
The noob is... that's what I'm calling him now. He's the noob.
The noob. Okay,
Yep.
okay.
Hey.
And of course, the return of Two Fresh Crash. Hello, Crash.
Hello.
Come on, go back to the noob. Go on, talk to me. Come on.
Yeah, I'm going to say until he beats me in Smash Brothers, then he's the noob.
Oh. Is that like the promo of like if a child is worthy?
I mean, it won't take him too long. I'm not very good at Smash Bros, but, you know.
The second he gets a basic understanding.
Actually, that's a lie. I'm out of practice with Smash Brothers. You give me a couple of days to shake off the ring rust with Cloud, and I'll be okay.
Is that with items on or items off?
Items off. Come on.
I'm just asking. Hey, don't
Correct
items off.
answer. That's the
Items off.
correct
Final
answer.
Destination. Everyone knows this.
Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just asking the questions. I'm just asking the questions. If you didn't know, this is My Xbox and Me, our weekly Xbox podcast, right here on youtube.com/myxboxandme and all podcast services. If you want to support us financially, patreon.com/mcfixer. Topic of the show this week, boys. Before we get into that, though, shout out to our Patreon producers, Steezy Sam, and of course, Aaron God, keeping the show on the road. Appreciate you, boys. Thank you for the support, as always. Back to the topic of the show, though. A little game came out. You may have heard of it. You may not have. It's very small, very under the radar. So I'm not sure if you actually care about it. But it's called Silksong. I know that both of you have played it. It is currently just destroying the internet on every platform that it's on. I forgot it was in Game Pass. I literally forgot it was in Game Pass, which is crazy. But as we was mentioning just before we started recording, Silksong officially broke the biggest, I would say it's probably the biggest game publishing website out there, right? Steam? Is that a fair statement?
So I'd say so, yeah. But I'd also point out the fact that it broke all of them.
Yeah.
I think the only one that worked was GOG at the time, Good Old Games.
Yeah.
But that's because 12 people use it.
Exactly.
But yeah, the Xbox Marketplace stopped working. PS Store went down for a little bit. And Steam just completely screwed the pooch.
Wild.
Yeah.
I knew that people liked Hollow Knight. I didn't know how many people actually liked Hollow Knight.
Which is
I knew it was a huge game.
It is the most wishlisted game of all time.
Yeah, but sometimes
I think we were in the same place.
Yeah.
I kind of thought it was a bit of a meme as well. I kind of thought it was like everyone's excited for it, so I'll play into that meme as well. And I think even I have it wishlisted, to be honest with you. So
yeah, it's also like people who in the moment are like, oh yeah, Hollow Knight, sure, yeah, everybody's on that train. It's one of those things where it's a metric that I thought it wouldn't live up to a degree, and then it just obviously blew it out of proportion or out of what you would expect. I guess what I would expect from it.
So a little bit of, before we get into our thoughts and feelings with it, the last current peak numbers on Steam concurrent was 535,213 players.
It's gone up. It's 562,814 players now.
Jesus.
It's still climbing. I think last time I checked, it was maybe number 3 in the most concurrence. Behind
what, of all time?
Yeah, of all time. Behind I think it was Dota, Counter-Strike, and PUBG.
Mad.
Yeah.
For the think about those games as well. Multiplayer, shooters, you would kind of be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And then Silksong,
and there's little 2D platform, Metroidvania, yeah.
Absolutely wild. But anyway, that's the fun stuff. Let's talk about the game itself, I guess. I'm going to start with Despawn, because I imagine Chris is going to be very critical. So let's get the positive before we get the negative. Despawn, how much are you enjoying Silksong?
I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I'm straight out of the bat, I'm enjoying it more than I did the first Hollow Knight. I feel like Hollow Knight, the first one was a little bit slower paced. Combat felt a bit more clunky. I think obviously as you get further in and unlock more abilities, it gets better. But this just straight off the bat feels quicker, more responsive. The traversal is a little bit more fun for me. I like the fact that Hornet, the main character, can kind of like grapple on ledge edges or like mantle off them. It makes like traversal feel a bit quicker. Because you can just bounce between ledge to ledge to ledge. And yeah, like I've unlocked like 2 of the abilities so far. I've beaten like maybe 3 or 4 bosses. And yeah, I'm really enjoying my time with it so far.
Crash, you've also played it.
Yeah, I don't think I'm in a part too dissimilar from Despawn. I do think it plays better than the first one. I think the art style is really good. I think it is more fast paced. I think my only issue is, and this is not a real like negative to the game. It's probably the biggest positive you could give it. It's more Hollow Knight at the end of the day, and like I didn't really vibe with the first game in any capacity, and so like I enjoy this one more than the first one, but it's still like not really that much to get me to pull through the rest of the game. I think I will play again and try and see if unlocking more abilities and stuff like that makes it funner. I do think the combat is just flat out better in this. I feel it feels more fluid. I like the fact there's more movement, it feels like, than the first one from what I remember. Visually, I think the game is very beautiful. I understand more so with this one than I did with Hollow Knight, and probably because like by the time I played Hollow Knight was already like this huge thing that I went in expecting it to be like the best game I ever played. I'm like, this just feels like slow and boring in the beginning. That with this one, like right off the gate, the more upbeat, not necessarily upbeat, but there's more colors in it than I feel like the original had in the beginning. It feels more of a vibrant world. A lot of that stuff just helped me draw it in, that I could understand why people enjoy it as much as they do, or enjoyed the first one. I think it's good. We talked a little bit before the podcast fix where I was like, I don't think you need to play it because I don't think, and I stand by that. I don't think it'll change your opinion. I think you'll play it for like an hour and your opinion will not shift either way. It's just not going to be a you game.
The issue is, right, like number one, I don't love the art style. So instantly it just puts me at a step back before I even get in, right? Where like, obviously I'm playing Prince of Persia right now, which is, again, not the same game, obviously, to any stretch of the imagination, but it is my Metroidvania right now, I guess. I know that's a roguelike, but it's still in that same realm to me, where I'm just like, I'd much rather play that than play this. So I'm just like, I'll carry on over here. Internet, keep enjoying your thing, and I'll just be in my little corner. I'll be like, my top 10 game is Prince of Persia, the Rogue. The Rogue, everybody else like, you're an idiot. I'm like, okay, it's okay. We're allowed to like different things, internet. We're allowed, I swear. But I will play it because, again, I do think these ones, you think it's going to end up pretty high on your list, I'd imagine, at the end of the year?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so I will play it and give it the college try of at least the opening to see if it is. Maybe it was over instantaneously, and I'm like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever.
There's a boss fight fairly early on. I feel like a little bit past the boss fight will give you like a good vibe check of whether you'll want to play more of it.
So cool. Yeah, it's the same boss that had been shown at like Gamescom and things like that. I think I've got to where the demo ends in. So there's 2 bosses on the Gamescom one. So I think I've beaten the second boss from that, and then I've beaten like another couple as well. But yeah, I'd say give it a go. Warning to you specifically, because I know like it'll be a hard slog. Right at the beginning, there is a annoying mechanic that happens like maybe 2 or 3 times, where your character does that whole thing of like stumbling and walking really slowly because they're injured, kind of thing. But it's just but it is a story beat that happens like literally 3 times. Then you pass out, and then you wake up, and then you carry on, and you're fine.
Every time it happens,
you know I turned off the game literally.
I knew you would.
I'm like,
nope.
It's
more why I'm warning you about it.
Maybe 2 minutes of a collective time, and I think that's like really giving it like a wide margin of like the negative there.
I know if something like that. Mate. Yeah, I know something like that happens. You'd be like, no, I'm out. So I wanted to warn you that it happened in advance.
let's just be very clear, right? This is not a Hollow Knight issue here. I hate it in like every game ever. Even in Resident Evil, I hate it in.
Mhm.
When
I
they
almost
do the
felt
whole
like
stumble. Oh, I'm really hurt. Just
horrible.
move your ass, bitch. I ain't
Yeah.
got time for you to be waiting. Move.
Was it? I can't remember which DLC it was, but for Destiny 2, there's a bit where you lose your powers and you have to walk.
It's the start of Destiny 2. It's literally like the beginning of it. It's the
Okay,
worst.
yeah.
That's what went to my head.
Hate
Also,
it.
I hate that
Hate
part.
it.
And you have to do it for every character you created. It was a horrible experience.
Like no skipping that bit. It's just like, oh
Yeah.
god, I hate it. But yeah, luckily this isn't too bad. But just to warn you that it is in there. So push through that pretty quick, and then yeah, enjoy the fun of bouncing around like an idiot.
Cool. I'm sure we'll have a lot more to talk about on it next week as well after we play a bit more. Well, we'll see if you're around Despawn, but me and Crash will definitely have more to say nonetheless.
Definitely.
Well, anything else to add before we move on though? Because again, big game. We're probably looking at a game of the year contender here. Let's be honest.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think for those people that are into these kind of games, they are into this game. Like the excitement for it is unparalleled. But yeah, I don't think it's going to change any minds for anyone. I think Crash is 100% right. It is more Hollow Knight. It's just a flashier, faster version of it. But that doesn't take away with how good that version is.
134k viewers as of clicking on Twitch right now, which again, humongous for a game of this style. Let's be totally honest. And that's not really with anyone. You got one person with like 7.2k, a couple of 4ks, a couple of 3ks. Like this is not like Kaya Sinet's Planet or something like that, where it's like boosting the numbers through like craziness. There's a lot of people playing it, which is crazy.
Yeah, one final thing I would say that I want to just point out for like old Hollow Knight fans, I feel like this game has a lot less backtracking than the first Hollow Knight did. I feel like there's a little bit of going backwards through like to the main area, then going to a different area, then coming back to the main area. But I feel like they make it so easy to get back, so you're not having to traverse through the entire map to get there. There's a lot of fast travel points in this game, and I feel like the way that the levels kind of meld into each other and it feels more natural as you're going through the areas is really cool.
I will say I've overexplored the areas that I did explore where they have fast ways to get to the beginning of a level, and I'd be like, I wonder if something's down there. I did this to the same spot 3 times in a row on different levels, and I felt stupider each time.
I was going to check that map.
I didn't have the map unlocked yet. You have to actually like buy the map, so I didn't have it. It's like the first opening area, pretty much, that I did that 3 times in a row, which is very unfortunate.
Takes note, buy a map instantly.
Oh yeah, the first thing I did is buy everything. Like you come across the shopkeeper like maybe an hour in, and then he's like, "You want to buy a map?" It's like, "Yes." "Do you want to buy a compass?" "Yes." "You want to buy?" "Yes." Okay. "Yes." Give me it all. Give me all the things.
Gotcha. All right. Cool. All right. Well, I mean, maybe after the podcast I'll go start it because I've got nothing to play because I've been playing a little video game, but we'll jump into what's been in our box. I'll kick off. I have played, finished, and completed Mafia: The Old Country. Now, I have played it on Xbox. Yeah, because a lot of people have been like, oh, the Xbox podcast, he doesn't use the Xbox that much, blah, 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 blah. Physical copy. If you're watching the video version, you can see it in my hands right now. Physical copy. I pulled my Xbox out of the bin for this. Yeah, what do you want to know, boys? What do you want to know? Where do I start with this game? Where do I start?
Why was your Xbox in the bin?
It wasn't. It wasn't actually. But my HDMI is both my it's first world problems. I know. Both my Xboxes have got issues with their HDMI ports.
Oh,
weirdly,
don't like
both
that.
of them. Both of them. It's very annoying. If I move either of them, it takes me about an hour to get the HDMI in the right spot to get it to go through. And then I rang up one of the shops being like, hey, how much to fix a HDMI? They're like £90. I was like, psh, I'll fix it with a butter knife. I'm good.
Yeah, that seems fine. So I guess the big question is, now that you've finished it, you've played for it all, we know how much you like the first couple of Mafia games.
So my history. I love Mafia 1. I adore Mafia 2. I didn't like Mafia 3. I went in with quite big expectations of this one, if I'm being honest. So there's the history.
Right. So firstly, high level thoughts on Mafia: The Old Country.
Mafia: The Old Country is a video game that exists. And it frustrates me a lot more than I enjoy it.
Ouch. Okay.
So that's a thumbs down on me
Mhm.
trying all this.
So no, look. I can't remember the last time I've come on the podcast and been not. There's a difference between being critical of something and being negative about something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going to sound very negative on this game for most of this review. That doesn't mean that it's a bad game, because it's not a bad game. The game's not bad, but it does a multitude of things that I dislike throughout my 12 hours of playing it. So,
okay. Before we get into that,
yeah,
on the MXAM scale, where would you rank it?
I think I was talking to my chat about it today. We don't do 0.5s. We only do whole numbers, as we know.
Numbers. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I think the longer I sit with it, I'm at a 6.
Okay, so
but
yeah.
Potentially I could go with a 7, but I think I'm at a 6. I think,
okay,
especially when I got to the end, I was at a 6. I think that's probably where I would be. I think so. Maybe I'll sit with it a bit longer, but yeah, probably a 6.
Is the gripes the gameplay, the story, just the gameplay, or both?
Okay, so the problem with the Mafia Old Country is as soon as the game starts and you get to, let's say, as soon as you become part of the Mafia, you know how this story is going to end.
Mm-hmm.
There is, and don't get me wrong, it's a Mafia story. You can put 2 and 2 together and it equals 4. It's not that hard, right? But I was just, throughout the entire time for its story, I was waiting for something to happen that I wasn't expecting. And that doesn't come. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a prequel to a game of the other 2 games. So obviously there's certain things that have to happen, right? But for me, I was just sitting there and waiting and waiting and waiting. And like every time something happened, I'd already said to my chat, oh, and then this is going to happen. And then it happens. And then, oh, this is going to happen. And then it happened. And it's just like, that's not great. It's not a great feeling when you're playing the game, because again, especially for me, I play story-driven games because I want to be in that world. I want to be immersed in that world. I never felt immersed in this world from start to finish. It just didn't immerse me ever.
And you said it's 12-ish hour experience?
Yeah, about 10 to 12 hours, I'd say. I
feel like with a story and a game of that length, you really do need to pull out all the stops with it and make it worth that like game experience.
So, I don't know if you guys remember, but I remember when they announced the price for this, and I was super excited about that, because like, oh my god, they've come out. It's a shorter experience. It's only going to cost, I think it was like $50. I think it was. It might be £50, $60. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was a cheaper price point. And I went with the positive of that from 2K's perspective of like, 2K being the good guys. They know it's a shorter experience, so we're giving you a no. The reason why this game is £50, cool.
Plus whatever that is in the US.
£45, $50. The reason why it's that price is because the gameplay is minimal. There is not much that you do in this game. So there's a mechanic in the game that you learn pretty early on, where they teach you how to knife fight, which again makes sense for the time period in which you're in. There are a lot of knife fights, and that's how the Mafia men, settled their differences, right? It was with a knife fight, an honorable 1v1 knife fight. Now, you get taught this mechanic pretty early on in the game, and then it is then used. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but I think I must have done 15 knife fights. And the issue is, the mechanics of the knife fight are so boring. So it's like imagine like a 1v1 fighting game, right? And then like you've got your dodge, you've got your parry, you've got a slash, you've got a heavy, which is on your RB. All you do the entire fight is parry, RB, parry, RB, parry, RB, dodge, parry, RB. It's so boring every single time. And the problem is every capo or every don or every insert bad guy here that there's a big conflict with, that's how it ends the fight. That's how the conflict is ended every single time. And it just comes to a point where it's like, you made one thing in this game and went, okay, rinse and repeat, and nobody through QA or whoever it is that advises these people went, oh, this gets a bit repetitive. Like, maybe we shouldn't do this exact same game mechanic for every single outcome of this game. Because to me, it just left a really bad taste. Every time I got into a knife fight after the first two, I was like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
This isn't fun. Like there's not, I didn't lose a single knife fight. I played on medium difficulty. I didn't lose a single knife fight throughout the entire time. Like, there's things in the game called charms that you can put on, which can either do like help you with health or help you with aim or reload time and stuff like that with weapons, right? But it's not like I had a charm on that made me like amazing at these knife fights. No, they were just boring, formulaic, and predictable every single time. So yeah, that really sucked, to be honest with you. The gameplay itself is exactly like the Mafia games are, but I think, honestly, the aiming in this game is absolutely awful. Again, you play Enzo, who is a kid that is picked up out of a mine and then put into the Mafia. So, no problem. You would imagine a kid that's never shot a gun would be a bit shaky at the start, and he is. You're playing, the gun is moving. Let me tell you that that crosshair is moving. So, but you would assume over time that would gradually get better, or you would put on one of these charms that is a gameplay mechanic in it that would make it better. That would make sense, right? No, I put on the damn charm at the end of the game, which was like, oh, make your aiming better. The gun is still moving left to right like nobody's business. It was just so frustrating. Like, talking to like my chat who have played it and stuff, like I know Jetty, for instance, he put the game on easy. It was just like, I don't want to deal with this gameplay anymore. I just want to deal with the story. And I think that is one of the things. They've got this thing in the game where the game's not open world, it's very linear, right? But you have certain moments you have to drive or ride a horse to certain areas. They have a skip feature in the game. So you can just skip the entire car journey. Or you can just skip the entire horse ride journey. Yeah. So usually what happens in these is you go and you'll have a starting bit of dialogue between the characters if you're in the car with somebody. Yep. They'll be talking. The dialogue ends, and then you've still got another, it might only be 2 minutes, it might be 3 minutes drive to wherever the next location is. But the game never gives you a sense of like, okay, we've opened up a little bit, why not go and explore a little bit? The game never wants you to do that. It's just like, get from A to B, don't worry about exploring. Like, there's nothing out there for you.
Yeah.
In this world.
I feel like I remember the earlier Mafias doing a similar thing, but at least with them, you were driving through a city, or it was like, you were seeing things as you went past, and it felt a little bit more interesting. This just feel like you're driving through a field, and
that's kind of my problem. Maybe it's a case of it's just a world in which doesn't really vibe with me. Like, Sicily, again, it is interesting. It is a beautiful game. It's well built, it graphically beautiful. But after you've driven around maybe the first 3 times, because at the start I was like, I'm not skipping any of these. I'm going to make sure I drive every single one. Every time I got to it after like the 3rd or 4th time, I was like, yep, dialogue done, skip. It's like, well, I shouldn't want to skip in this game. Driving feels awful, but again, cars of that time wouldn't have handled well, so I'm not going to hold that against the game too much. Plus, we all know that I'm notoriously bad at driving in most games, so again, could just be me being dumb. Yeah.
Yeah, I did see the. I think I managed to catch you. Yeah, I caught the flip. You when you were streaming it, when you managed to the first race you do, and you flipped it upside down on the first.
But did I still win the race?
Oh, there's races. You didn't mention anything about races, Vix.
You're correct. I was trying to say spoiler free, but there is a moment where you do a car race.
Oh, a single car race.
There's a moment where you do a horse race.
Okay.
Oh,
one whole horse race. Yeah.
So, you would think potentially, like there's a story beat to these things, cool, but like afterwards, maybe someone comes out, hey, you think you're a fucking top driver? Blah, 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 blah. How about you race me? And then there's like 5 races over there, and then there's like, but unless I missed it, and I could have missed it, it doesn't exist. There's nothing like that.
And the way that you're describing this does not sound like a 6 to me.
No, because it is. Okay. Because it's not. Again, I am negative on the game, but I think I came in with too high expectation.
Okay.
Like that's all. I think people who want a 12-hour Mafia story will enjoy this. But the problem is it's a game of its. It feels like a PS2 game without any elevation.
Right.
Do you know what I mean by that? Like, there's no problem with
Yeah.
a game being narrative, like being like, okay, we've gone for a narrative heavy game and like story beats to story beat to story beat and like all of that stuff. But the gameplay then needs to be really good. There's stealth in the game. You can hide bodies. You can do stealth. Sure. I mean, cool. There's a knife system where you open boxes and then you sharpen the knife. Like, there's stuff in there. It just does nothing for me. At all.
It's a shame.
Do you think it's an issue of them trying to recapture what the older ones did and just not doing it correctly or not landing it?
I think that's definitely part of it, right? I think it's okay. Mafia 3 didn't work. That was open world. We misstepped with that. So what do we do? Let's go back to what we're known for with Mafia 1 and 2. Cool. The thing is with those stories, though, is like I really enjoyed those stories and I was really compelled by those stories. Way more than I am by Mafia the Old Country. Don't get me wrong, Mafia the Old Country does have characters from those stories, and it's cool to see where their origins started. Like these old school Mafia guys that you see in Mafia 1 and 2 are in this, and like seeing them for the first time and the references of like certain characters, like one of the characters really loves chess, and they talk about that in this, and it's like, oh, okay, that's a cool little touchstone of like that and a bunch of other different things for people that haven't played. I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, they tried to capture lightning in a bottle again, and it just didn't happen for me. And
Sure.
the ending, I'm not gonna get into it, but oh my god, it's so just dire. Like the final boss is one of the weakest final boss fights I've ever had in my life.
Really?
And like it's a character that I've wanted to kill throughout the entire game.
Okay.
So, you know, like I've been waiting to just destroy this man. And do I get to destroy this man in the way that I think he deserves to be killed? No, he goes out in like, yeah, just not very good. Not very good. Not very good. Not happy. Not a happy bunny, Crash, as you can tell, I'm sure.
Definitely doesn't seem like a 6.
No.
No.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying because you were like at a 10 for it.
Well, yeah, I went in expecting, you know, Mafia 1 and 2
return to form.
Games.
Yeah.
Which to me, Mafia 1 and 2, 8 and 9s, maybe a 10. Especially the remaster. Like the remaster is so good of 1. I really enjoy that. Like there's such good games, but this just didn't. I went and checked some reviews afterwards to be like, am I off base? Like IGN gave it an 8. You know, other people gave it like 8s, 7 8s. So like I definitely am the outlier. And you got to go with like mechanically the game is there, right? Like the graphics are there. Mechanically the game is there. It's definitely a 5 and higher. And then my expectation brings it down a point. I think 6 is probably where I'm at with it. I think if you played this game, you would go, yeah, okay, I can see why it's a 6 or a 7. Like throughout my entire time with the game, I was like, it's a 7. 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 Anyone who came in, I was like, it's a 7. And then I got to the end and I was like, it's a 6.
6.
So yeah, that's what I've been playing. But I beat a game, and
proud.
On your game of the year list, right?
Well, I mean, right now it probably is, but I don't think I beat 10 games, so it's probably at like number 7 right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Anything? Despawn, what have you been playing other than Silksong?
So I went back to Metal Gear Solid Delta. I think I'm going to be waiting for patches to carry on that game, which is so heartbreaking. I have had so many Unreal Engine crashes from it. It's just, and it's always at the worst moments. So I had one, for anyone who's played Metal Gear Solid 3, I had one in my Ocelot fight. As soon as the fight ends, you go into a cutscene. It crashed at the cutscene and started me again at the beginning of the fight.
Oh, no.
Hate that. It then crashed me in the middle of the pain fight. So I had to redo that. And then it crashed again after I got to the warehouse where you dress up as a scientist. So as I'm in the middle of sneaking around the base, it crashed again. And I was just like, you know what? I got Helldivers installed. I'm good. I'll go play something else. Oh, Silksong's out today. All right, sorted.
Do you know if this is just a you issue or if this is like
no? It's a yeah. I had a look. I followed up to see if it was just a me issue or if it's happening to a lot of people. And the forums on Steam are all reporting the same issue. If you go through the reviews, it's all do not recommend this game right now because of Unreal Engine crashes. It's happening across the board for a lot of people.
I spoke to some people who were playing it as well, and they were like, "Oh, are you planning on getting it?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm planning on getting it." They were like, "Oh, you're gonna play on PC, so you'll be fine." I was like, "What do you mean?" It's like, "Oh, I'm playing on console, crashes nonstop."
Yeah, you are. I'm playing on PC. It's
crashing everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's only I get the Windows error that pops up and tells me why it crashes, so I can see it's Unreal Engine crashing. Yeah, which is annoying because otherwise, this is a perfect game. Can't
be perfect if it's broke.
I mean, that's why I said otherwise. It's like it's the same thing with like the Mafia like rose tinted shenanigans. Like it's everything I wanted from a remake of a Metal Gear Solid game. It's just I just want it to work so bad.
I'm interested.
Yeah. Also, it's unsupported on Steam Deck, which is really annoying because I wanted that for the hospital.
Yeah, but you can still play it.
No, it's like fully not. Like I can't play it on my beefy PC. I'm not going to be playing on my Steam Deck.
Fair point.
It bricks a Steam Deck real quick.
Just bricks the Steam Deck. Just blows up. Yeah, takes out half the wad. Yeah. But yeah, no, that was really heartbreaking because I want to finish that game so bad. And then I jumped into the new Helldivers update where they've introduced the cave systems. Helldivers is good, y'all. Helldivers is real good.
Yeah, but
I haven't got to the later levels yet. I'm working my way through them, but like some of the things I've seen from those level enemies, I am excited. Guys, I think we might need to stream it at some point.
Why are you talking like a baby's not going to be in your house in like literally? You could literally be off this podcast in 10 minutes.
Well, if we play Helldivers, we need a fourth. Exactly.
Because Matt's never turning up again.
Yeah.
By the way, where's Matt?
Oh, he's on holiday.
Shout out to that man.
That guy must look, guys. Between us, he must just live it up. Like he's on holiday every 6 weeks.
Yeah, but he does do a lot of work in between those 6 weeks.
If you say so.
No, that's man. You know what? I'm not gonna say anything because I'm American and we got all different holiday culture. So who knows?
Oh, Americans, yeah, you guys don't do.
So I was gonna say, Fix, you go on holiday as well a lot for me.
Oh no. Oh, no. I do go on holiday a lot, Crash. Crash. Let's make it very clear, yeah.
Yeah.
I go on holiday a lot. For me, see the amount of holidays I go on. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd ever be able to go on holiday this much. I go away 2 times a year, sometimes 3. Yeah. That's crazy.
Sometimes 4.
Shout out Haley. No, I've never done 4. Don't try it. I've never done.
Sure? You sure? You sure? I'm pretty sure we can look at a year and we can find you've gone out of country 4 times that year. To Texas, to some other country, to a weekend getaway somewhere, and then another weekend getaway. We could definitely find a year where you've done 4. Let's not.
I don't think I've done 4. I don't think so. 3. I think 3.
3.
I've done 3. I don't think I've done 4.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. There was that year when I went to. Oh wait. No, yeah.
I feel like there was a year that you went away for like 4 times that year.
I think it was Amsterdam. Okay, so it was kind of because I did Amsterdam, Vegas, Texas.
You went to Texas.
That's
twice.
That counts as 2 holidays.
Yeah.
I don't know if it counts
Texas and Vegas were once like they.
That's
were
what I'm saying. That was Spark.
Yeah, that's
technically
3. It's 3 though, because it's only 1 trip out of the country, and it's in 1 trip you went. Yeah, it's 3. It's 3.
Thank you. Yeah. Winning myself back. Little by little. Anything else you've been playing, Despawn, before we ask Crash what he's been doing?
No, that's it for me.
No, that's it from you. Perfect. Okay. Crash, what have you been playing?
I played Destiny Rising. which is
The
the
mobile
mobile Destiny game. You can play it on
Chris.
PC. You think I played it on mobile? You think I played it on mobile?
Trish, I keep seeing ads for this game all over TikTok.
It's the reason I played it. It's literally, I kept seeing it in YouTube shorts. I was like, I'm going to try this game because it's fucking annoying me at this point, and it better be the best game I've ever played.
But the ad is like this. So, like, the ad is literally, I'm using my wallet as my phone, right? And it's, oh, actually, I better do it the other way around so you might get my bank details. But it's like, the ad is like, the guy's got a camera, yeah? And it's literally, yeah, this is the best game ever. And he's just looking down at the phone. I'm like, what sort of ad is this?
It's the normal, like, non, like, high-end mobile ad. It's like what you see for so many shitty mobile, where half the time now it's done with AI, an AI person and AI voice speaking, which I don't know if that is or if that's whatever. But yeah, that's just, it's the gunplay on mouse and keyboard feels very much like Destiny, which is a positive. I've heard it's good on controller as well if you're playing on PC. They have a special app that you launch it through. It still is very much so like a mobile game. Graphically, it is a mobile game, so it's not even like comparing it to like some of the other like Hoyoverse gacha games or some of the more other prominent ones. It does feel like a downgrade from that, but those are also meant to be played on PC and console and stuff like that, where this is just straight up only a mobile game. Story wise and like world building wise, I like what they're doing from what I've played. It feels like they're going to that power fantasy that like base Destiny has always shied away from because of like balancing issues and you want the classes to work and all that. But in this game, you do roll for characters, and because you have characters, they can make the characters do like shittier, crazier stuff. Crazier stuff than you do in like base Destiny. Allow you to like do stuff that they talk about, like, oh, this character once did this thing, but then you never see it gameplay wise and stuff like that. And so you getting to experience that stuff is like, that's a very cool moment as a Destiny fan. Yeah. Every character you roll has 2 different weapons you can equip. They have like specific ones to them of like, oh, this character can use shotguns and sidearms. This character can use LMGs and assault rifles and stuff like that. So there are sectioned off that way. I don't know how big of a power discrepancy it is between characters, because that's always the biggest thing with gacha games. I hope it's not that big, because the game also does have a lot of like cosmetics for sale, but like with how Destiny works, you probably need to get the cosmetics and the characters if you want to compete with anything. I haven't gotten too far into it to like really talk about like gacha mechanics and how favorable they are, but either way, if you're a Destiny fan but you don't like gacha games, don't play it. I don't think it's really necessarily worth it. If you like gacha games, don't play it. Don't play another gacha game. It'd be a stupid thing to do. A very stupid thing to do.
So what you're telling me is don't play it.
I never look. I don't like recommending people ever play gacha games. I don't think it's a good thing to do necessarily, because there is an innate like gambling involved with those games to a degree.
Chris, but that's all you play.
That is all I play. I'm stupid, Fix. I told you don't play another because you're stupid. I was calling myself stupid. I was being very like upfront with that.
Interesting.
You look like you got something to say. You want to say something?
Nope. Well, my mum said if
sure?
you haven't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
My mum said if you got nothing nice today, start a podcast and talk about it.
Start a podcast and talk about it. Just talk about your feelings, Fix. How are you feeling?
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Mafia Old Country really upset me. It really
It's still on your mind?
It really upset me. Honestly, I finished it literally today as well, so it's still very raw.
Still very fresh. Yeah.
Still very raw. Still very raw.
I did play something I forgot to put on the list. I've been playing Minecraft.
Oh, okay.
I've been playing Minecraft. I had some friends who wanted to play. Yeah.
Okay.
Specific caveat. I haven't been playing base Minecraft. I've been playing the Pokemon modded one. Cobblestone or whatever. Not Pixelmon, Cobblestone. Cobblemon. Yeah. It's been cool. It's been a very good time.
Nice.
It's been fun.
I don't like the fact you've got new friends that I don't know, because what upsets me is I don't get invited to play these games anymore. When it was just me, you, Ben, I used to play all the time. Now you don't invite me.
You don't invite me either.
In my defense,
yeah,
I just play GTA roleplay.
I've never once
invited you to that.
invite from
I've
Fix.
invited you to that. Yes, I have. You're a liar. That's a lie.
That's like 10 years ago. It doesn't count.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
That is true. Fix did tell me you should play GTA RP.
It would be the worst thing ever. You'd crash out instantly. You would.
I'm not
be
built
banned.
for it.
You would be banned on the
built for
server in about 10 minutes.
You think that fast?
The thing is, there's aspects of it you would absolutely love, and there's aspects of it that you would be like, "Who the fuck are they talking to, bro?"
Yeah.
Like, yeah, 100%.
I get that.
Remember, Despawn did it for a little while. Never forget.
Yeah.
Never forget.
Would you go back to Despawn?
If I had the time and patience. No.
GTA 6. I think we will all do it GTA. I think we'd all do it GTA 6 because I think it will be so big in the zeitgeist, and it will be just a random server. It won't be like your No Pixels or your Prodigies. There's big servers. When there's like, it's just too big to ignore. I think it'll be like that. We've all tried Pixel 1 before. There's moments in gaming history where it happens, and you're like, I need to experience it just so I know what it is.
So I think the caveat for this is obviously we know that we're going off on a tangent now. Rockstar now owns 5M, or CFX or whatever it's called. I think when we start seeing that official integration into the game, I'll try it. But yeah, like do we think that'll be the online version next year?
Nope.
No. I think the online version will be a better version of whatever the GTA Online. It'll have like more bells and whistles than the current one. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But no, if we ever get any like kind of official integration, I'll try that. But I don't think I'm ever going to go back to like going on like a third party server. And
he is.
I really Fix has these really rose tinted goggles on for GTA RP.
Yeah, I just don't have the patience to deal with those people.
Yeah, I don't know. Like you're saying that I would be in the zeitgeist for this as well, Fix?
Because I'm going to pull you in.
You'd have a better chance at getting me to play Borderlands 4.
You are playing Borderlands. It's next week.
Is it next week? Wow.
Are you telling Haley? Are you telling Haley?
I hate that you
tell Haley. I don't care. I hate that you did this because you know now that I have to play the game that I said I'm not going to play, and I hate you for it. I think we're all going to have a really good time.
Oh, I'm having a baby, sorry.
Oh, you're not invited.
Wow.
Ooh, I bet that stings. Now it
kind
of like, either.
I wish I want to make that clear. Matt's not invited either.
I'm fine.
I think they're both lucking out. I think you guys are both lucking out.
when this game is a contender, just Sam.
Yeah.
Just Sam. Anyway, let's move into this week's dashboard. We've got a little bit of news that came out. PlayStation had their state of play the other day, but it was centered around one video game, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't watch it. I just watched the trailer afterwards. So
I watched it all.
Cool. 007 First Light has got its release date, and we got to see a pretty meaty portion of gameplay. This was taken from Samuel Tolba. Yep. Tolba, thank you, over at Windows Central. And he says, developer IO Interactive shared the first look at the exclusive gameplay footage for 007 First Light on Wednesday, diving into what players can expect from the upcoming James Bond game. Gresh, have you seen the trailer for this yet?
Yes, I did.
Good. Well done. I'm proud of you. What do you think?
I like the look on it. I think they sold me fully on. I'm excited for this game now, which I think we talked about it. I was excited that IO was making it, and the concept seemed like it could be cool. But here, to get the actual chance to see it actually play out, I'm definitely looking forward to this game.
It looks to me like a more expansive Hitman with hair.
With hair, yeah.
You know what I mean, right? Like,
yeah.
Like the things that I loved about it, right? Like the combat and stuff like that looks amazing. The world looks really good. It looks like a really good James Bond game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The driving in it looks awful. Let's all agree. The driving stuff looked terrible. I was like, I don't know if I need that, but it's James Bond. You need cars. I get it.
Yeah, you gotta have cars. Yeah, you gotta drive an Aston Martin somewhere. Yeah,
exactly.
I didn't mind the driving. I think it wasn't the greatest showing of anything, but I thought it was, serviceable. I do think that the combat looks like the most exciting part of it, especially near the second half of the gameplay that they're showing when you're running through the airport, and you see these moments where he's like kicking up guns off the floor, killing like 3 people with it, running out of ammo and throwing it in somebody else's face as he runs towards them. And yeah, I thought it was really it looked really intuitive and really interesting, and like Crash said, like a real big step up from what Hitman combat looks like.
Yeah, no, Hitman's great, and Hitman's like
I love Hitman. It's like one of my favorite series. Yeah,
Hitman's so good, but like this does look like such a huge step up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hitman, and I don't think this is negative, but Hitman always to me felt a little jank, and that's where some of like the Hitman charm came from. Where this feels like it's Hitman without the jank. It's a smooth experience, or it looks like a smooth experience. So I fully agree with that sentiment.
It's going to be released March 27th, 2026. All the platforms you expect: Xbox Series XS, Windows PC, Steam, PlayStation, and even Nintendo Switch 2.
Mm-hmm.
So excited for that for people to get their hands on. Yeah, thought it was a very good show, and I agree with you, Crash. If I did have any apprehension about if I was going to be excited for the game, this showing was perfect for like going, oh, okay, no, yeah, I'm definitely getting this day one, 100%.
Yeah, I'm going to say something bold. This reminded me of very much so. I don't know if it's just because of the same set pieces, but reminded me of Uncharted a little bit in some of its elements, especially when you're diving out of a plane and trying to survive.
I feel like that's just action movie,
but I feel like this kind of like touched that like Uncharted levels of gameplay. The contextual like violence in some of the elements, like when you grab the guy and fall off the side of some stairs and like use him to like protect you as you hit the ground, and like that, and like using those contextual elements really well, and like some of the like light cover based shooting, you can tell it's definitely taking like inspiration from it. It feels.
I didn't get that.
I see the similarities. I don't know if it's inspiration from it or an inspiration from relaying a movie action genre into a video game. But I get the sentiment you're coming from. I just didn't. You pointing out like, oh, it's Uncharted vibes. I can see that. But for me, those vibes from Uncharted were always like I related them to the Indiana Jones and action movie vibes. Yeah, exactly.
Well, Uncharted is just Tomb Raider, so
we all know. Yeah.
So, Tomb Raider is Indiana Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana Jones is Rambo.
Rambo, yeah.
Yeah, that's canonically. After Rambo retires, he turns into Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Everyone knows this.
He comes back from the war with the Nazis and has a fight with a small town. Yeah.
Makes sense. Next up, Perfect Dark was nearly saved by Took.
Nailed it.
Took.
One more time.
Perfect Dark was nearly saved by Take-Two, but the deal fell through. Crash, you almost got Perfect Dark. I know you wanted it so bad. You almost got it. Got it. Not really. Apparently, the Initiative studio behind Perfect Dark was shuttering earlier because of layoffs, as we all know. But the big news that came out not too long ago was that apparently Take-Two was trying to pick it up. The rumor out there at the moment was the big sticking point was the IP itself. Microsoft were not willing to play ball on the IP, which I actually respect and understand. I do think that Perfect Dark is a big enough IP that it's not one that Microsoft were just going to let go willy-nilly. And if Take-Two would have got this, they weren't going to cut Microsoft in on a piece of the pie. Let's be honest.
No.
So I get it. I do understand it. I get it. I said there was a lot of there's a lot of people on the internet definitely upset by this again because again they were excited for the game and things of that nature, right? But I understand this one from Microsoft's perspective. I really do.
For business sense, totally makes sense. Like, why would you just happily give away IP? Because if they want to come back to it again in the future with a different studio on a smaller scale, they've got the opportunity to do that. If they gave it away to Take-Two or they sold it off, then they don't get that opportunity anymore.
You know what I could see it being? A situation where it's like, hey, we'll let you make this game and do all this stuff, but maybe we'll give you the IP, you can have the IP, or like we get first dibs or something, like some sort of deal like that, I would have assumed that Xbox would have been like, it still has to launch on Game Pass.
I don't think
And
it's even that.
I could see Take-Two saying no. You don't think that was?
I don't think it's no. I think it was a case of no. We killed this for a reason. It's our IP. We can't have another studio get that and then make the thing that we've now just killed and destroyed a bunch of jobs over. It looks the PR on it already looks bad because they've cancelled the project, right? Even if the project wasn't in a great state, whatever. But it looks even worse if Take-Two can then make it work.
But do you think the conversation they've had gets to that point if there weren't people on Microsoft's side that were like, hey, maybe like this would be something that we can do?
I'm sure all the conversations are had, right? There's a conversation for it, there'll be a conversation against it. It's the pros and cons when you walk into the room and like it's like, okay, Take-Two want to take what we've made so far and then make it work. You know, they've probably gone, no, it just doesn't. It looks bad optically on Xbox. Like if that happens,
and
especially with it being I think
the way Fix is saying it is like, if you say like this game wasn't good enough, or the studio couldn't make this game, so therefore we've let them go, then Take-Two swoop in and go, actually the studio can totally make this game and make it look totally fine. All it looks like is Xbox has just cut an entire studio for the money solely, and not because the game was bad.
I get what you're saying. I don't think Xbox cares about that.
I think they do.
I don't think, because I think the people who are going to come into that idea, they're going to be the people who jump through hoops to get to like that conclusion. Because I don't think for me,
I didn't jump through hoops.
Just for at least one hoop.
There was definitely hoop jumping to come to that conclusion.
No, I disagree. I just think it's a perfectly normal thing to think about. It's like, wait, didn't they cancel this? What did this not get cancelled? Yeah, it did. Oh, why are they making it then? Oh, because Xbox couldn't do it, but we can. That's not a leap for people to come to the conclusion of. And it's just bad PR, which Xbox don't need more of.
I don't know. I don't think it would be bad PR. The game coming out and being successful, I don't think would be bad PR for Xbox.
I think it's terrible PR for Xbox if it's successful.
Yeah.
They give it so they're not making any money on it. They've given up the IP. They fired the whole team.
Here's where the hoop jumping comes in.
These are the points.
No, these are the facts.
There's the facts. They're things of what happened. That's not hoop jumping. That's the facts of it.
That they didn't want to give up the IP is the fact of it. The fact that they're not making any money from it.
Yeah, that's not a good thing from Xbox, is it?
They like making
money. That a fact of the situation that they wouldn't make any money from it?
No, we don't know the ins and outs of it. Obviously.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
in this instance, but bro, like let's be realistic. Even if they were making 1% of it, it doesn't matter. Like it still looks bad because whether they're making money or they're not making money, we don't know. So we instantly presume they're not making money.
But I get what you're saying, but does this not look just as bad?
I don't think so.
It definitely does. For the people who are excited for Perfect Dark, oh, this game's never going to come out because Xbox didn't want to come to a deal with it. Negative PR you're talking about is still there.
I mean, at the end of the day,
you don't see it that way, but somebody else does, and no matter what way you turn it, like the argument you're making for somebody is like for me is like I don't see it that way.
Fair.
Yeah. All I will say is like the people that were excited about Perfect Dark coming out were already over it before this news story dropped.
Yes.
Okay.
That was what I was going to say. There's that level of like,
clarification.
Oh my god, it's going to happen. Like they're already over it. It's done. Yeah, they've already mourned. It's like me and Days Gone. I've already mourned it. It's not coming back. It's over.
It's the afterburn of after pain of an injury. It's like it aches when it's cold or something like that.
Yeah.
Exactly. As opposed to like breaking a new bone. I got it. Okay, you know what? I'm with you. That's fair.
Yeah, this still sucks. It's just another reason why it sucks. Yeah.
Interesting analogy, but sure, we'll go with it. Yeah,
I'll take it.
Okay. Crash, guess that game. Whose turn is it this week?
It's one of you guys, one of your turns, because I went when I wasn't supposed to go.
I'll start, and then it'll be Despawn, then it'll be Matt, then it'll be you. Okay, that's no problem. I'll go. If you don't know what Guess That Game is the game show within the podcast where the boys ask me yes or no questions. I answer them to the best of my ability. 9 times out of 10, I get them wrong. But that is kind of how it is, mate. Like, you got to live with your decisions at the end of the day. Give me a second to get it up. Can one of you go through the points for me?
Yeah, I can do that. So currently the points are standing. Kresh is on 20 points. I'm on 19. Fixer, you're on 17. That Matt guy, the new intern, he's on 3.
Yeah.
And guest host Ryan McCaffrey is on 1.
Okay, cool. Where's my phone? I don't know where my phone is. Can one of you do a timer for me? Sorry. We didn't know who was doing it this week. I am sorry.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I can just add an extra 2 minutes, yeah?
I'll be looking at my clock as well. Don't you worry.
Okay, it's fine.
I will 2 minutes. I'll be good done.
I will keep it fair. Okay. Who's starting with?
Start with you, Despawn.
Ooh, a little treat for me. I like it. All right. Starting the clock in 3, 2, 1. Is it an Xbox exclusive?
No.
Xbox One generation?
No.
Xbox OG generation?
No.
360 generation?
No.
Series?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it an action adventure game?
Yes.
Does it have multiplayer?
No.
Do you create a character?
No.
Is it a male protagonist?
Yes.
Is it a fantasy game?
No.
Is it a sci-fi game?
No.
Okay. Modern setting.
Modern setting?
Yup.
Cool. Is it a RPG?
No.
Okay.
Is it made by one of the major big developers?
No. No.
Not the list, yeah. Is it by crap.
Pause the timer.
I
want to be very clear in what you just asked me.
Yeah, I wasn't asking a big developer. I was asking one of the.
You said developer.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Carry on the timer.
Is it one of the big publishers?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it a shooter?
Yes.
Okay. Is it part of a franchise?
Yes.
Time up.
Perfect.
Okay. So, Kresh, I'm assuming you've been taking notes?
Yeah.
What you got?
Action adventure.
Yep.
Single player.
Mm-hmm.
No create a character. Modern. Not one of the big developers, but
no. What? Okay.
So,
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Don't worry.
Okay.
It is a shooter,
Yep.
and it is a franchise.
Yep.
And it is the series generation, so it is more of a modern game.
God, my lemon juice was sour.
Just to clarify, you said no multiplayer, and male protagonist as well.
Yes, sir.
Wow, no multiplayer just kind of killed the game that I was going
single
for.
Player. So it's a single player shooter with a male protagonist that came out on the Xbox Series generation.
We should have asked third or first person. That was dumb of us.
It was dumb of us.
You should have, shouldn't you?
Yeah.
Would have been a really good question. Would have been a really good question. I'm gonna push for some answers here, boys, please. Crash, I'm gonna start with you. I'm gonna push for some answers. I get Crash, come on, I need a game.
I'm gonna guess Titanfall 2. That wasn't this generation, I'm pretty sure.
It also has multiplayer.
Oh yeah, it does. Wow.
I'm gonna go with. I don't think it's right, but I'm gonna go with Alan Wake.
Oh no, you're wrong.
Well,
it was Mafia: The Old Country.
Oh,
I should have followed my fucking gut. I should have listened to my fucking gut. I'm so pissed at myself because I was like, that sounds like it's Mafia. It has no, fix what it. He just talked about it. He just played it. He's not going to see the game. I fucking hate myself. What the
I mean,
I need to stop expecting better from Fix. That's what I need to do.
Just have a look around. What did he talk about that day? Just something.
I need to look at the show notes. What games are mentioned in the show notes? That's what I'm going to start doing next time.
Don't mind me, just gonna add my extra point. The points look like this now. We've got Crash at 20 points, Matt at 3 points, Despawn at 19 points, me at 18 points, and Ryan McCaffrey on 1 point. Oh god. All right. I haven't really come up with a trivia because I was really late. Okay.
Is the answer 6 out of 10?
You're such an idiot. Why are you... Wait, let me see if I can get something really fast. The game. Did I say? I don't know if I said this or not. It's fine. It's an easy point if you get. The game is set in a specific time period. Can you tell me when? Wait.
Oh, again, multiple choice.
We have the 18th, 19th, 1920s, 1930s.
I have an answer. Let's try it out there. I think it's the 1920s.
Interesting.
It's not the 18th for sure.
Stop tapping. Swear to God.
Yeah, stop tapping, Crash. Do a podcast here. Come on.
Let me just.
The thing is, I can
I'm
hear
sorry.
it.
For
really
anybody
annoying.
listening that was annoyed by me the tapping, I was really deep in thought. I apologize.
The annoying thing
was Despawn. Yeah.
No one will hear it. Only me.
It's just you.
I heard it.
I'll edit it out. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
It's just annoying
my
as hell.
apologies for no reason.
As he carries on
right.
tapping.
This guy.
I'm gonna guess 1920s also.
Yeah, you're both wrong. It's fine. It was early 19s, so it was just 19s. So I went with perfect. There you go. 0 for you guys. 0 for you guys. Sorry about that. Apologies.
That's fine.
Do I get an extra point for that?
No. You don't get an extra point for us getting the trivia wrong.
Oh, I just wanted to check. All right, let's get into Blind's ranking real quick. Origin Cookie Man has given us a list of games to rank. We're going to blind rank them 1 through 5 and see if we can come up with the ultimate list. The first game is God of War Ragnarok.
2.
3. I haven't played it. Sorry.
Should probably play it. It's a good game.
Yeah, I've heard. All right, 2. All right. Warframe. 5.
You're the expert.
Good
Crash.
game. It's a good game, but 5.
It's not 5. Look, personally, I'd put it at 3 here, but I'm gonna say 4. 4.
Okay. I can go with that. Fine. 4.
Yeah, I don't want to roll out 5 straight away.
Terraria. Terraria. Thank you. Yep. 5.
I would say 5, but I think it's realistically probably 3.
I think it's a realistically 3.
But 5.
5. I'm with 5. I'm not opposed to 5.
That's fine. Yeah.
No Man's Sky. 3.
Okay.
Perfect. And our last one, which is number 1. Stardew Valley. Boom! I'll take that all day long.
Okay.
I'm good with that list.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
So, Stardew Valley, God of War Ragnarok, No Man's Sky, Warframe, Terraria. I think that was perfect. From what I would have picked, I think that's perfect.
Yeah.
I think it's a good list.
I don't hate it.
Pretty good. Title time, boys. Title time. What do all these games have in common? Ooh,
Absolutely no clue. This is like the
Absolutely
most.
nothing. Yeah.
Origin Cookie Man, by the way. So we got no chance.
So so let me guess, it's like 3 sentences long.
No, it's not. No, I don't know. No, it's one.
Games
No,
with
it's technically
an A
one.
in the title.
Okay.
I don't know if they all have an A. Fix. Stop looking. I have no clue.
They do all have A's on the title.
Do they?
I like it. Well done.
You know what? I'm gonna lock it in. The game.
Yeah.
Oh, with A's
the
in the
title.
title.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Highly rated games on Metacritic.
All games that have done crossovers. I don't know if God of War has done anything with like unique armors and stuff like that. But
we were all wrong. The
Okay.
most impressive free DLCs and base game expansions.
that's a terrible title.
I get what you're going for. Warframe is not that, because Warframe is one experience that's all free. It doesn't like it technically has. It doesn't have expansions because they're not technically expansions. They're just updates.
I also
There's
wouldn't
free
say.
DLC.
I also wouldn't say
Oh,
that
and expansions. Yeah, you're right.
Valhalla was an impressive DLC for God of War Ragnarok either.
Whoa,
It was totally fine.
it was really good.
It's fine.
Interesting.
No Man's Sky. Yeah, no, they're the good.
Yeah,
one,
No Man's Sky is like the success
And
story for
Stardew's still
free
getting
DLC.
updates. So
Yeah. That man
It just got more
developing
recently,
that game.
didn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, 1.6 I think it
Going
was.
back.
And then
Okay, man.
To Stardew.
Stardew.
No. Whole game's old.
He's gone back to Minecraft, bro. Like, he
Yeah,
can't
that's
say no.
fair. That's true.
Does Stardew have a Pokemon mod?
Probably.
If Stardew has
Maybe.
any cool mods,
has a-
I will jump back into
It
Stardew.
does. It has 8-player mod. We can all play together.
It's
That's
a Baldur's
not what-
Gate mod. You can marry
Pretty good.
You can marry Astarion.
not cool, is
You remember in the playthrough I had with Fix and Haley, I did Astarion so
Yeah,
dirty.
yeah. He did. Oh yeah, do you remember?
Well, this
I
time you
forgot
can
about
make it up to him in Stardew Valley.
that. Yeah, I don't see that happening.
No.
Let's jump in to fix a sack and get the hell out of here. Got a few questions. Remember to email in my Xbox and me podcast@gmail.com or ask the questions in the Discord. Do it right now after listening to the episode. Don't wait. We didn't even put out a thing this week, but we did get questions. So thank you to these people that have asked them. Big Woody P says, not much of a question, but saw on Twitter that Jeff Keighley's father was the visionary behind Iron Max. He recently passed after a battle with cancer. How do you think that helped launch Jeff into fame?
I think it's the same with anything like that. Without, like, I know people have to rag on Jeff and his Game Awards and the Keighley's and all that kind of stuff. But I think, like, having someone who, like, you know, you can look to as inspiration, who's shown, like, success in their field, will, like, drive you. And I actually did read his kind of his message that he posted about his father and, like, how he, like, they just fully supported him when he wanted to get into gaming. And, like, you know, having that support will have helped. I don't think it, like, in a nepotism way. I don't think, like, he had got a leg up from it in anything. Like,
I disagree.
It's definitely. I'm sure there were connections that he reached out to for whatever the field is, like
Sure.
somebody who knows cameras, whatever. Like that is part of nepotism. I'm sure there was. Hey, you don't have to worry about like finances, even if it's just for himself, even if it's not for the company at large. That is in part to that. It goes into a larger conversation on nepotism in general, which I don't think we really need to get into, but. Not all nepotism is necessarily bad, but to say it's
Absolutely
not nepotism, I think is
Yeah.
not necessarily accurate.
I agree with the first half of what you said, though, Despawn, 100%. To have somebody in your life doesn't necessarily have to be a dad or a mum. Just anybody in your life that you can point at and go, they succeeded in the thing that they wanted to do is such a huge kickstart in your life, right? Like for me, that was Greg Miller. I've said this before. Obviously, Greg, I saw Greg go off to Kind of Funny and do his own thing. That was probably like the driving force behind me going, oh, okay, if he can do it, why can't I do it? You know, so it doesn't have to be someone that, you know, is your mum or dad, just somebody that you have grown an attachment to in some way, shape, or form can really help you strive forward. You know, like I know I wouldn't be where I am today without him, right? But from Jeff's perspective, yeah, no, definitely a little bit of nepotism there, like you know, like, but that's not. I've never understood nepotism as a bad thing. Like the way people talk about it, like to me nowadays, it's like I said, negative. It's like, bro, like I used what was put in front of me to help myself. Like, what's wrong with that?
Nepotism in the way it's viewed today is viewed with there's a lot of people, and you particularly will see in like movie industry and the music industry, there's a lot of people who are where they are, not as talented as their peers, getting leads and roles and stuff like that. And that's more so than nepotism. And it does get unfairly carried over to like people who are incredibly talented. Who's Denzel Washington's son, who's played and stuff. Like he's fantastic with or without.
He's amazing.
His father. Yeah, exactly. It's like
let's talk about Kanye West's daughter being in The Lion King. Like, come on, bro.
Exactly. Like two sides of nepotism, right?
Mhm.
It's
Like-
the over focus on one side that I think is a little bit unfair. But.
Sure, but I'm just saying, like from Jeff's perspective, look, there's Jeff. I remember watching the first Game Awards. I remember being at Hades Nan's watching it, and it wasn't great. It had the guy from what's that show that everyone loves that had Childish Gambino in it?
Atlanta.
Yeah,
Or
no,
Community?
the other one, Community, and the guy who was the host. I remember his name. The white dude.
Oh,
with the
yeah,
small
I know,
hair.
yes.
Yeah,
And he was
Wow,
making-
I
he was
forgot he was a
making-
host.
He was making all the jokes about, oh, you nerds sitting in your mum's basement right now watching this and you're just sitting there like, what the hell is this crap? And then to see where that was where it started to where it is now, Jeff has done a fantastic job. You're right. We do like to I don't think we like to shit on Jeff. I don't think that's a fair thing to say. But we like to point and poke at Jeff. But Jeff does a fantastic job, and he has carved his name in video game history, whether you like it or not. Yes, he's a little bit too in love with Kojima, but so would I be if I knew him. Let's be honest. So like, look, Jeff is as much a visionary in the game space as his dad has been in IMAX, I would say personally, because he has created something that will live on beyond him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And at the end of the day, that's what we all aim for, right? Like at the end of the day, you want to have something that carries on beyond you, and you want people to go, oh yeah, and this happened because of this. I think the Game Awards, gaming's always going to be a thing beyond us, right? And the Game Awards, I believe someone else will take it over, and it will carry on being a thing. So yeah, man, you gotta give respect where respect is due, and Jeff has worked damn hard to get to where he's at, definitely.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Agreed.
Yeah.
No, agreed.
Next question comes from a Wild Yami Enters and says, Has there ever been a game that you go to buy a Has there ever been a game that got you to buy a console, but then the game was either in development hell or cancelled? Yeah, day before.
You never shut up.
You didn't buy a PC for it.
I bought a PC just for that game, man. I bought my new PC just for. I didn't buy my new PC. I got a new PC just for that game. It's true.
No, it isn't.
No, it's not. It's a lie.
No, it's not.
I don't think there's been a specific time when like I've bought an entire console just for one game and it not come out or been awful.
No,
yeah.
Like I definitely like upgraded to play specific games and they've been good, but like I don't think like
it's usually an after the fact thing.
Yeah.
I could see somebody making an argument of like, no, I was gonna say for like one of the Kingdom Hearts games, but that was never officially announced, so I don't even think that would.
I mean, straight off the bat, I bought a Switch 2 to play Mario Kart, but Mario Kart was fun, so.
Say again, you broke up.
I said I bought the Switch 2 for Mario Kart, but Mario Kart was fun, so that doesn't count.
Yeah, bro, we forget that our whole console launched this year.
Yeah.
We got a whole new Mario Kart game this year that just came and went.
Yep.
So gangbusters, but came and went.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's
DLC.
the new era that Xbox kind of started with the series consoles of like incremental upgrades. That's what the Switch 2 feels like. Even though it's a brand new console, it very much so feels like it's still the Switch, but it's just a better version of it.
The Switch 2 gathers just as much dust as my Switch 1 did. Instantly.
Mhm.
Like, sorry, change the question. No, because I don't buy a console for one game. I've never bought a console for one specific game ever. Like, they do their thing where they launch a console. The Series X generation is the only console that I've bought without giving a crap about what's going to launch on it, and just because I knew that I needed it. Again, it's very different for us because of doing stuff in the industry and things like that, right? But I remember Haley buying me my Xbox One, and I was like, Dead Rising 3, baby. Dead Rising 3. Like, I remember just being like, I need that. Dead Rising 3 was amazing. I love Dead Rising 3. Even though it isn't an amazing game, it's not like the best game ever, but to me, in that moment, playing my new console, seeing all those zombies, combining weapons on the go, it was the best game ever. Like, it doesn't matter. So, Yeah, no, I've never done that. But again, I've luckily enough been in a privileged position, especially in the last decade, where I've been able to get consoles either gifted to me or been able to be in a position to be financially irresponsible and buy them day one and it not really matter to me. You know? D-Spawn definitely knows what I'm talking about because he buys everything.
Hi. Do you want to see my the dust on my Quest 3?
No, thank you. Okay. Do you want to sell it?
No. See, here's the thing. Like, if you'd asked me like a year ago, maybe. But now I've got a kid who I'm going to raise on like the entire gamut of video games.
So you're not going to be selling anything. You're just going to keep them all.
Anything.
Yeah.
Like,
I 100% agree. I wouldn't sell a damn thing. I agree with you.
Unless it's to fix and you really want something.
No, even me. Don't say it to me. I did buy a box of old video game stuff from a friend the other day.
Yeah.
PS2, 6 controllers, bunch of games. £25 I paid.
Nice. Does it work?
Good price. PS2 didn't work. Every single controller broke them.
Great price. Great price.
A good amount of games. The game's worth it.
In my defense, there are some PS1 games. 2 copies of Street Fighter Plus.
Ooh.
They're £50 each. I made my money back, baby.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Fair.
You snooze, you lose. You try to scam me, scammer gets scammed. And this is actually a friend of mine. Crazy.
Damn.
You think he knew that they didn't work? Or you think he just had them?
He
had them somewhere.
He's
like, I'm gonna get rid of these, and you've been doing the whole.
He literally messaged me. He was like, "Oh, I see you're doing boot sale stuff and buying stuff. Do you want to buy this crap off me?" I went, "Yep." I was like, "Cool, no problem. Give me." Yeah, exactly. Next question from TopLift91. What order would you guys rank the generations of consoles? You can find out this in the Ranking Every Shot series that we've already shot. We're just waiting on the edit on. So we're not answering this, but we have ranked every single console that is out today.
Every single... Like, there's some in that list that are like, why are we even talking about this? We still did it.
We still did it. Feel bad for the Xbox 360. Anyway, moving on. Stuntman UK, new writer in, says,
welcome.
As someone who works as and closely with mocap performance on games such as GTA 6, Resident Evil, and Red Dead Redemption, I've noticed a lot more attention recently on how characters are moving and reacting. There was a slight concern with the involvement in the industry of AI to complete these tasks for all performers involved. My question is, when does it become an issue for the gaming community that AI has taken over? Obviously, voice is a huge part of a digital character, but that is now easily replaced. But movement and action are still human-based. So do people get upset when it's just the voice being replaced, or when it's the mocap action being replaced too? Where is the line? Thanks for your time, Jason, in brackets, Stuntman UK. Amended to this, would anyone be happy with a Morgan being entirely AI, seeing as it's entirely possible right now? Good question. Really, really good question.
Yeah.
Because I think we always go to voice. You're right. We do always go to voice. Like, voice is always the go-to thing. But yeah, obviously this being in your wheelhouse, yeah, I mean, I've got a problem with all of it, if we're being totally honest. Like, it's not again, I know sometimes I come across on the podcast like a corporate apologist, and I do understand that. Just because I understand where a business is coming from doesn't mean I necessarily agree with the business in doing it.
Such a corporate answer, Fix.
Yeah, just
horrible.
Lick that boot. Just lick that boot. I mean, I
PR trained.
Yeah, you are. I mean, I'll straight up answer it. Like, I've had this conversation before on this podcast many a times. You know, my feeling on generative AI and things like that. It's like, I always draw the line where AI replaces a human worker, and voice, mocap, any of that. Like, if you are taking a job away from somebody, and making it most of the time worse, then yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter if it's better.
That's all.
Like, if you take
that's all. Yeah, you could argue.
Yeah, I'm getting myself in a corner. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Yeah, like, if you're taking a job away from a human being, especially in the creative field, for me personally, like, that's a line I will not cross.
Okay, I'm glad you added on the creative field part there.
Yeah.
I've always said generative AI should replace busy work. It should 100% replace busy work. When it comes to replacing creative industries and things like that, like, no.
Onto this aspect. So let's say a game comes out and it's like, okay, we have all these walking animation stuff like that. We weren't going to use mocap. We weren't going to hire people. We were going to animate it all by hand. And then they use AI for that. Is that okay? Does the excuse then just become, well, we weren't going to use mocap anyway? Is AI in that situation okay, where the creators themselves who would be fully animating it use AI as sort of a shortcut to get like the base animations and then clean it up?
No, because
complicated.
What trained that AI model to do that for them? Like, was it on their own data?
You could find games that are hand animated from. I get what you're saying, but let's say they create their own sample of 100 different walking animations, and the next time they want to create a character, they're like, "Let's generate something." I get what you're saying. I get what, and I'm 100% with you, Despawn. I think some people being replaced in games, but this is one of the murky situations where it's not just creative that's being replaced here, or it is the creatives using it to like create shortcuts for themselves in situations.
The issue lies right where we all hate crunch, right? Like crunch is a bad thing. We hate crunch, yada yada. But like you've got a studio of 20 people, and then they are using their own tools to then help them get home earlier to see their kids. Is that evil?
But
is that evil?
That's such a corporate. That's such a corporate shuffle. Real quick,
devil's advocate. I get it. I get where he's coming from.
No, I get it. But that doesn't stop crunch. So overall, like the end question is kind of irrelevant.
It does. Why does it not?
Crunch for a sooner release date. Oh, you can do this work in that much time. It should release earlier.
Not everyone is so negative like you, Crash.
Damn. Called you out.
I hope you love the way boot taste fix.
Delicious boots.
Yeah, I think he's
gonna look for his boot. There it is. Yeah, you munch on that boot. I hope that's a new shoe. That's all I'm saying.
That should be the thumbnail for the podcast this week.
It is. It will be. Don't worry. Yeah. So
yeah, I think it's I think it's it's a tricky one where I do think that stunt mocap workers should have rights in the similar way the voice actors do of any work they do shouldn't be infringed on. I think that is a clear baseline of it all. But as far as like replacing jobs, like voice acting AI will always be negative. My question was more so like, is there a middle ground where like companies start circumventing and not hiring the mocap people in general to do their own work and shorten their own workload if they figure it out?
Again, that to me is replacing people with like, because if you historically needed a mocap person to be able to pull something off, and you're going, we'll just use AI instead.
What you're saying is historically needed, and that's not 100% accurate.
Here's my other argument. You know my opinion on games as art. Like at the top level, it's art. It's a business. It's art always comes first. I don't want art that isn't made by humans. It's that simple. If you bring AI into,
you already play games that have AI in it, though.
Yeah, but not generative AI. I avoid those games. I don't touch those games.
Sure.
Like I understand like artificial intelligence, like NPC behavior and stuff like that. That's a programming language that someone has written by hand or on a computer. It's like I'm talking generative AI. I don't want that because it's not made by a human.
Yeah, I completely get that. Now here, let's poke into another scenario, right?
Let's do this.
Somebody's creating a character, and the character is going to have lots of luscious hair or a beard or something like that.
Yeah.
And instead of like having to go in, and they want it to be very detailed, instead of having to go in and add every single strand of hair, they're like, we've created an AI. The AI will add the hair for us. Is that then crossing a line?
No, because they write a program to do that. That already exists.
It does.
Okay.
Yeah, hair isn't made in video games strand by strand anymore. Like, there's not been done like that for years.
I just want to be clear. We don't make games. You can clearly tell right now.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, all right.
I started making a game. Shut up. But no, I didn't put hair in it.
Despawn is a game. Like when I need game developer like insight, I go to Despawn and ask Despawn a question.
Yeah, I definitely. My 2 months in Unreal Engine is definitely the be all and end all knowledge you need.
I mean, it's more than we got. Chris, should we make it like a Streets of Rage game?
Sure.
I'm being serious. You're not.
What do you mean? I said sure.
You did say sure.
When we play Repo and we play Peak and we play other games.
I never said I wanted to play any of those games.
Yeah, but now you want me to make a Streets of Rage game with you? That is the criteria for the Streets of Rage game.
Okay, go ahead. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, let's plug, and get out of it. Stuntman, keep bringing the amazing questions because that's a great one. Thank you very much. We do appreciate it. Something a little bit more intense, but we like it. Crash, what you got to plug this week, boo?
Discord. We created a whole new set of channels. I called him boo. I was
just gonna let it slide,
I was just gonna completely ignore it. I had to double back on it. Discord, a whole new set of channels for MXAM Awards, which we'll hopefully be doing early next year is the goal for it. We'll see how things go with people being busy and stuff getting planned out. We need people to interact with it and like make your category recommendations, make your recommendations for the games that fit in those categories. Again, they don't have to be the game that you think necessarily will win the category, but one that is deserving of being in that category. And also podcast reviews. No new podcast reviews since July over here.
That's lucky I went on holiday and got those reviews, isn't it?
Yeah, we would have been a horrible situation.
Horrible situation. Otherwise, horrible. It's funny. I got a message from one of the guys that did the review, but it's still on the Cyprus one, being like, "You didn't read it out. Like, have you read it out yet?" And I was like, "I can't see it. Like, the only one I can see is the one." Like, oh, okay, all right, well. Sorry,
Turn to re-edit his review and repost it. You do that?
That's not a bad idea.
It's probably from where he's from, no?
He's in the UK now.
Yeah, but no, yeah, he's in the UK now. But I'm saying like he did it in Cyprus, so I think it must have been on the Cyprian Apple iTunes thing.
But somebody's came through, no?
Yeah, but I don't know why. Maybe she had a VPN or something.
Maybe.
I don't know. Don't ask. Maybe they just didn't review and they lied to me. I don't know. What do you want from me? All right, what do you want from me?
I want the answers.
I want Xbox 360.
I'll find them. I know I've got to send it to you. I've got a bunch of stuff I need to send out. I haven't even got it packaged yet, so yeah, just shut up. We got to plug this week, other than that you're having a baby.
I'm not a baby. Nothing really jumps to mind. Just be excellent to one each other. Treat everyone with a little bit.
Are you on maternity now?
Nope, still working. Unless the baby comes.
Oh yeah.
Go check out Games Right Now, PC Gamer. My voice is on there all over the shop.
It's fine.
Oh, Despawn, you might be the most official host I know right now.
Wow. Yeah. That could be true. Yeah.
Like a week ago, you said I was good at my job.
Oh, that was 2 weeks ago. I wasn't on last week's podcast because Fix told me, "Don't you dare be on this week's podcast. I don't want you anywhere near this."
Why weren't you here last week?
Recording time schedules.
That makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was early in the day.
I just want everyone do me a favor, big favor. Whether you're on Blue Sky or you're on Twitter or you're on Instagram, go find Matt P Video, I think is his @ and absolutely find out why he's not been on the podcast now for 3 weeks. Because he hasn't communicated it to us. Despawn knows he's on holiday. He didn't tell us. He was going on holiday. So the lack of commitment being shown to you guys, the community, I'm just saying, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. I haven't got anything to plug other than my Intel video, like I put out last week. I did a Intel short over on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube Shorts. Go and check it out if you haven't already. I got myself a brand new PC, which I'm using currently. It's amazing. Honestly, I'm future-proof now. I'm ready for GTA 6.
Ooh. In 2 years' time.
PC should still be alright. I've got 58 here.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Grace, you jealous?
Do you think I'm jealous?
You look jealous.
Then I'm jealous, baby. So jealous, boo. So jealous of you.
Until next time, love you, leave you, see you later. Goodbye.